All right, so we're going to set up the stage for the painting.
Yes, we're going to create a perfect artistic atmosphere for us to work on. Number one, nice flat surface table. Again, it's very, very, very important that you make sure it's the nice length. This is a good length right here to work with. You don't want to be bending over too much. You don't want to get uncomfortable, or you don't want a table that's up and you're just kind of like looking over it and reaching over it like a child reaching for a cookie jar. You want a reasonable and realistic workspace.
Yes.
So we're going to place the towel down underneath the shirt first.
So the table doesn't get dirty.
All right. Again, so this is fabric paint. If you're painting and you're doing this stuff and you have a nice business suit on, like you,
then don't do it.
Don't do it.
But it's okay. I will anyway.
Because it's not coming off.
Oh, well, thank you for the warning.
It'll fade a long time from now, but it's fabric paint. It's not coming off. Which is the point of fabric paint. Which is good, actually, because you know it's not going to come off of your shirt.
That's right. There you go.
So now I've laid the shirt on top of the towel. So the next step, you've guessed it, we have our little tweener. Tweener, nice. I call it tweener. It's just a snazzy word for between. Big, so I can put it between the two layers of the shirt so I'm not bleeding the paint through the shirt. So you don't want to push it down and realize you've got two designs, one on the front, one on the back.
Now, is there a reason why, like if you want to make a bigger design than this, then you would cut it a little bigger? Why did you cut it that size?
I cut it this size because most of the Wear Me Naked designs are, like I said, they're very subtle.
Okay.
So this works for this. The one thing about this tweener that is actually no good, but I use it because I've worked around it, is you want to make sure that your tweener's flat. You don't want it to have ridges or anything like that because the paint will come out in those ridges. 9 times out of 10, unless you've been doing it for a really long time like me and you just...
Don't want to risk it.
Professional, I'm just kidding. But, you don't want to risk it. You want to make sure, again, too, you also want to stretch it out as much as you can. With guy shirts, you have a little bit of leeway to not do that unless the guy has really flashy pectorals. He's not going to stretch out the material as much as a woman would because, she has the breastises and they
stretch
don't want
out.
That space between paint.
Exactly.
So now we are ready to paint.
Great. So we have the brushes, the paint, the towel, the tweener, and we're ready to rock and roll. So that's coming up next.